Hi there, welcome back to Gadget Mad Lad. Don't know if the titles give it away or not because I've not quite decided what to call this one, but recently I've lost one of my chargers to my DSIs. Basically, I've got a DS macro and I've got a couple of DSIs that were to turn into macros themselves and modern stuff, you get me? And I've not been able to charge because obviously I've not had a charger. Well, I've got a charger somewhere, it's just, because I've got bags full of wires and boxes and stuff like that. It's a pain in the butt, I tell you. Right, so anyway, so the point, getting to the point, this is a broken charger that I had that I used as a test point for trying to find where the pinout was on the board so I could give it a Type C, connect to instead. But I've actually got a better idea for this as well. But what I've come across whilst I've been digging about is this, yeah? This is, it's like a third party charging dock. I'll quickly show you. This is the macro. Very, very, very cool looking. You basically connect it and, what's that? But it stands up right, you get me, like that kind of thing. If you want to see an actual this works with the DS and the DSI and the DSI XL. So it's kind of multi-useful. I've not got any XLs to show you, but I've got an actual DSI that's not been modified. This is the one Jason gave me, the Japanese one. Stick this in there. And essentially, look, you just plug it in like that, and see the little charge lights down there would indicate whether or not you were full or not. But the problem with this is, this too requires an actual DSI charger. So you can see my conundrum, yeah? So my thought was, I might have a mess about with it, and my plan today is to make a couple of variations of a charger for the DSI. Does that make sense, if you get me? Little light airs from me, new little helping hand thing that I might pull in if you need to see that. But I've prepared some stuff, so I'll show you first of all. It looks like this on both sides. There's normal plastic, except on this side, what I've done, with my Dremel, I've lightly trimmed away some pieces because I want to put a Type C and a micro USB port in this so I can charge it via micro USB or Type C or the original charger. So it gives me options. So it's kind of like giving the DSI Type C and micro USB without taking away its original functionality. Like a big ass dongle. The biggest dongle that ever dangled, you get me? Right, so show you what I've thrown together up to it, because I've done a little bit of the legwork to try and save some time in the video so it didn't go on for like ages. So as you can see, I've already trimmed the plastic. Not the neatest job, but I've compared the ports to it and they seem to be okay. Right, so what we've got here, we have a Type C to USB and camera here. It might look like a male one, but it's not, it's a female one. It's because I had to cut it out of the actual housing it was, but it was Type C female port to a male USB. I've not got any knocking about to show you, but it would take too much effort to get to it. Right, so that is piggybacking to the micro USB, yes? But also coming off that, as well as the micro USB connection, is these two wires, which are going to connect to the inside of this with two little easy solder things. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue, not fit like permanently, but the bottom piece there, I'm going to glue them either side, so it should be removable still. That's my intention anyway. So for now, what do I need to do? Think, right, so what we'll do, before we do that, we'll quickly do this. So this is again, a female USB Type C to a male USB, yeah? So looking from where you are now, can you see two of the pads are soldered? It's because for the power, we only need two pads, literally. So the one on this side is the red, the positive, and the one on this side is the black, the negative, yeah? So here, you see the red one is the red one, obviously. The thing is about the DSI, the wire is really slim, yeah? It's really slim because they have the ground wire running, it's not kind of insulated anyway, it's just wrapping around the actual positive itself. So I twisted around, I tinned it, And it's a case of just doing that, that, and I've got a little Type-C to DSI dongle, which we will test, obviously. I'll take out this quickly, because just to show you it was that, obviously, that's what it looks like without it. Right, so the plan now, excuse me, what I'll do, I will quickly get a little bit of, yeah, will that be enough? Yeah, it should be fine. Heat shrink, whatever you call it. Not for any reason, just to give that a little bit of protection below where the solder joint is. Because that, you know, a bit of extra support. I'm going to chuck that over there. Like, that's a bit too long, isn't it? So we need to trim it a little bit more. Should be fine, I reckon. That should now slip over there. Okay, so my hands aren't very steady. Yep, lovely jubbly. So now with a bit of heat. Beautiful. See, we got a black wire, we got a red wire. Right, so with this is quite simple. Like I said, it should just be a case of soldering red to red, black to black. So we'll go to the red one first. That's probably the easiest one to get to. See if we can separate them a bit more, get more leverage. I don't think I'm showing it's the camera properly. So kind of spacing it out so they can, you know, equally get. Yeah, I should be able to do that, no problem. So we'll get the helping hands in. You might, because the thing is, I'm using that as my light at the moment, so I'm going to need to, bear with me a second. And what we should do, can you see that there? Is that in camera? One sec. Give me a little Terminator hand ready. So we're looking here at the moment. So like I said, the one closest to my finger here is red, the one furthest to the away is black. So got my solder nice preheated. So we'll just come in here and give it a quick tappity tap. That should do the trick. If I can keep my hand steady enough for a split second. We'll stay on that right now. As snug as a bug on a rug, that one. So what I shall do now, because it's a bit awkward to get the right angle and try and keep you guys able to see at the same time, because when you watch this on YouTube, it's nowhere near as easy in real life. Really. Alright, so now we're just going to tap that to that. So tweezers, because my hands are not very steady right now. So just for the sake of it. I hope you can see that properly. Apologies if you can't. It seems snug as a bug as well. And right, so like I said, I couldn't find the charger for it. Well, the thing is that I've actually got a charger that I've adapted to be Type-C. But like I said, I had no... It was the other side to this, ironically enough. The wire was just mashed between the two, you get me? So now, I have restored it back to its original glory. I know you're thinking, what the hell, that is a monstrosity. But, check this out. I'll get me a little heat shrink thingamabob. What colour should we say? Our options are, what'll fit around that? Blue won't. We'll put a bit of blue and a bit of red maybe. Should we go a bit of black and a bit of blue? Yeah. Go with that blue, I'll go with that black. So what I'll do now, I will just roughly measure this. I've not got anything else to cut it with, so I have to eyeball it. About there, I reckon. So, take a look at it now. Doesn't look too special, does it? Nothing great. Not that it's going to look fantastic when I'm done, obviously, but it should look a little bit more tidy, at least. Yeah, I'll do that to the tidy cut to the thing, because then it'll be a little bit more snug as a bug. So about there, you can see it's just ever so slightly nearly poking through, and we apply the heat. This should shrink it, hopefully nicely. Beautiful. I can trim any excess off in a minute. So I'll just give that a set to cool down, because black, it retains the heat quite well. And then we shall, I need 2 pieces of that actually. Is that gonna go over? Yeah, go over. Go over. That might be a free colour on this one. Go trippy. So if you were wishing red, you might get lucky if I've got a red piece this size. I'll use that to seal the ending kind of thing. I'm doing it while I'm slipping it down a little bit so I can get it preferably over that little piece there. Because then, hopefully when I heat shrink it again now, should do the trick for the firmness at least. Again, nice and snug. Back into my case of heat shrinking yet again. I've used this a lot today. Go over red like we said. Yeah, just lightly trim the edge. Said I didn't want it to be a long one, but said it, why not? So, about that much. I should do the trick for that. Won't fall on the floor, whoops. And I'll stick that over that. Yeah, I should do the trick. Covering the blue anyway, aren't we? So, and voila! Not the greatest looking thing in the world, but that is now going to enable me. I just realised something, I'm silly, aren't I? That's the end, isn't it, the charger? So I'll trim that off and then it'll be snug as a bug. I'm thinking it's the female, that's what it is. So if anyone watching realised what I'd done, congratulations to you, you got a keen eye. But if you didn't realise what I'd done, I'll explain. On this is probably the perfect way to show that it's a female, and that's why I assumed this was, but it's not. This is the male, which is, oh crap, which is the, see there, this one, just about to see it on the kind of angle, with dust in there. Well, that's what it is, and that's not what I thought it was. So it's a case of just, if I'm not mistaken, run the blade around it like so. Yeah, let's do the trick. Back around again. So I'm just taking off camera just so I didn't accidentally cut my thumb off. And I should have run that on my side. That should do the trick then. Yep, there we go. So now, mistake undone. So that one I'll plug into. If you look, we'll do this back out of the way a little bit. Yeah, beautiful. So now this will plug into, wrong way around, this like so. Bit of a wonky one, but with my area. So I've got my what do you call it? My DSI charger that I converted to Type C here with a, ironically, with a micro USB adapter on it. And if I'm not mistaken, I'll plug into this first. So that's a bit, need to trim it, don't we? Actually, I forgot about that. It's overflowing a little bit there in the lip, see? So if I just lightly cut, that's the metal. That should trim off the excess. Beautiful, lovely jubbly. So now when I plug this into this, that didn't feel very firm. There we go. So that's now, if I'm not mistaken, plug it back into this, like so, and get a DSI macro. Plug it in, we should see a light. Okay, that's not good. I broke something off maybe in the inside. Double check this, not just the macro, because I might have a battery in that. Might be this one. See, check this one Jason gave me. Actually, this might have charger problems anyway, maybe. No. I don't say it's the duck. Crapping out, man, that sticks in there. Give me back my phone. I swore then. Get a millimetre away from doing it. Right, so I'll quickly take this off a second. Let's double check. Right, so that's plugged in. Let's try it with just this. Nothing. That's not good. Try it with this one. But then again, I'm charging issues. Yeah, there's no sound like with that, so that's not worked. Like it feels a bit loose there, to be honest with you. I'm thinking maybe of it's become loose maybe. I'm not showing you on it's come apart a little bit there. I don't see why it wouldn't work though, that doesn't really make sense. I know this did work. Anyway, so that was as you know. Hopefully I haven't blown my charger or something, because that'd be crap. Right, so let's get back to what we're doing. So maybe just after the camera. So, first attempt's a failure. Now, the question is, will this be a success? Let's get on to it and find out, shall we? So what I need to do is remove the 3 screws from the bottom of this, which in hindsight I probably should have done prior to the video. Have I not let the camera wobbly? I think I have, haven't I? So I'm trying to adjust that. So, to be honest with you, by definition, it should work that. Something's obviously gone wrong, technical difficulties and all that. This is what happens when you record stuff. This is like live streaming, but not live streaming. If you watch the other videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. This is like real-time filming. Like I say, it's an excuse for being lazy and not editing, really, but struck me as an interesting thing to do, so I thought I'd record it. I've done a video in nearly a week, so I'm overdue one. Alright, so here, as I said, insides, nothing's come loose there, I can see, so it seems to be all good with this. From what I can tell, it seems to have LEDs. See these things with the tape? I think these are actually LEDs, they're meant to work, but from what I know, it never worked. So, not the actual charge thing that did work, I meant the actual, what do you call it? I can't speak words, Chris. What am I saying? Yeah, the actual lights, they didn't work. Just they were the only things that didn't work though. I think I got it from a game exchange back in the day. It's been sat in the drawer doing nothing for yonks. Yonks means ages, in case you're curious what I'm talking about with my gibberish slang. Right, so first things first, what we need to do is, this is my guide for where they're going to go. And where is it? Glue. Glue, glue, glue. This stuff is what I'm going to be using to hold the charge ports in place on here. Then I'm going to solder these sides of the connection. I'm going to tell plenty of slack, so if it needs to be reopened again to be fixed or anything, if it works, no my luck today, probably possibly not. So what we'll do, I'll use that as my little placer kind of thing. This could potentially take a while, because real time when is like glue drying. Does anybody really want to see that? You get me? So, get you into position, you bagger. I'll move them screws out of the way, they're knocked otherwise, aren't they? I can just see it now, and I can't put the whole thing back together again. That'd be crap. Alrighty, so, not mistaken, you just go there like so. Yep, nice and snug. Yeah, roughly got where I'm going with that. So, let's get a little bit of glue mix for this. I would do both at the same time, but I've not got anything to kind of clamp it with, you know what I mean? So we'll put a little bit of, can you see me there? I'm mixing of it over this. See me then? So I've got the Manky glue pot. Again, I haven't used this stuff in ages. I used to be able to get it in abundance, but it kind of like became a little bit scarce. I used to be able to buy it in all the time at pound shop, and then all of a sudden it's disappeared. Wasn't able to get hold of it anymore. So I kind of make these last 2 tubes last forever. Not that they'll inevitably run out, and I'll have to pay the £5 whatever it is for a replacement part of Amazon, because how much these ones are on Amazon. £2.50 or something per tube, whereas I used to be able to get two sets of each tube for £1. It's like a double pack. It's crazy. But it is what it is. So I'll just make this last me. If anyone's got any suggestions for any good epoxy resin that dries like really hard, really fast. We had a 2-minute epoxy and stuff like that, but it's a bit dear for me, to honest. I need like a dollar store one or something. They've got these ones that are like dual syringe kind of things. I found them to be pretty crap, to be honest. It never set for me. So I was happy when I come across this stuff, you get me. So I've probably got a little bit more mix than I need there, so what shall do? I shall place a little bit around where the actual thing needs to go itself. Little blobs, because we want it to grip nicely. Because obviously with the charger being plugged in and out of it, we don't want it popping off and coming loose, because that'll be crap, and we don't want that. That is not good at all. So I'm trying to get as much kind of blobbed on it as I can. Any excess I can cut off afterwards, because it's quite easy to trim the flashing from this. That's the reason I like it. I tend to mix ratio slightly off, so I get a slightly harder mix. It's slightly more hardener than it is of the resin itself, and hardens quite nicely. I was so useful on macro builds back in the day. It was like body work kind of thing. So if I just hold you, is that okay? One man. Move you out of the way. Oh crap! Oh, fuck the handle. Fuck the handle gone in it then. Don't worry about these little spillages there. It's nothing that can't be tidied up. So at the moment, just applying a little bit of pressure to try and get it to. Yeah, that's lovely. That'll do. A little bit of resin on my finger. Crap. A bit of tissue knocking about anyway. There's a little piece before somewhere. Thank you, my lovely assistant. It looks like it's going a bit of wonk again, so I'm going to come in on an angle and quickly give it a little tilt to the side. I'm sorry I'm making you watch glue dry. By all means, skip past this bit. I've got to do it again in a minute anyway. So the test pot's there. When it starts to go cloudy like that stuff, that's when we're at the right thing, and I can let go of it and we can start the next one. So I was a little bit gutted about that dongle not working, but I'm assuming I've done something wrong, perhaps, most likely. Like I said, I'm not a professional, I'm just learning as I go. So a lot of it's just imagination. I'm being a bit of a weirdo, that probably helps as well. Yeah, I think we're welded in place with that one there at least. Ish. See a little bit of cloudiness forming on that. So whilst this starts to dry, I'm going to quickly, get some me coffee. So how far are we in now? We're 23 minutes in and one failure down, hopefully one success to come. Because I do want this to work ironically enough, because like I say, a charger that takes multiple, a charger for the DSI that takes multiple chargers is charge ends, or whatever you call it, a charger. Different chargers is helpful. If you're wondering as well what I've done here in the centre, I know it's slightly exposed, but I've painted a little bit of nail varnish remover, clear nail varnish itself, this stuff. Use it for kind of, it's like my, what's it called, that green stuff you put on the PCBs, masking, green masking liquid, what we call it, that stuff. I use that as like a cheapo version of that. It's the trick though. So if anyone touches against that now, I shouldn't short or anything. That's what the plan is anyway. Give myself a bit of excess wire here, which I'm starting to think might not have been the greatest idea, but I think I can make it work. Right, so I think that's started to set now. It has. So what I'll do, I'll pull that out. Yep, it's come straight out. Pop that on there. Get a little bit more the black resin side of it, and literally not going to need that much of this. P size will probably do the trick. Slightly bigger than the P size of the resin, because like I said, we want a nice sturdy connection and a bit more hardener with the resin. This is the B, that's the A. I don't know where the Baracus is though. You get it? B.A. Baracus. Ah, better the fool. Something like Pee Wee Herman there. Pee Wee Baracus. I pity the fool. That's more a hint of Yoda. I can't do impressions very well today, apparently. That ain't my thing, man. That ain't my thing for anyone else who doesn't speak Mancunian. Oh god, I can waffle some crap. That's what you do though when you gotta fill the time for mixing glue and waiting for it to dry, because it's pretty goddamn boring. So let's say that's mixed enough. So now, before that starts to set, we'll get the bloody hell, I'm boiling. The micro USB connector, and that round. Doesn't have to be flawless for now. It has to be staying in place because it's springing out because of the wires. That's not good. That'll work. So again, what we're gonna do, we'll place that. We're gonna put a little bit of glue down using my cut that I put into the plastic as a guide. Obviously not getting any glue in that in the process. Trying not to. I suppose it doesn't matter if you do. Trying to. It's like a seal thing. You know, it connects to the actual thing. As long as that isn't too obstructed, it should close together still. Like I said, this isn't something that, I'm not wrong, this is a good little thing because it's got like a clear thing in it. You could put some pictures of like Pokemon or something in there, couldn't you? So it has got potential to be something cool, and I'm not into Pokemon, but something like Mario maybe. Come on. Can't get glue in the end of it, that's the trick. There we go. Crap. Well, that seems to be doing the trick. It's a little bit wobbly still, but keep my hand exactly still where it is. It seems to be holding it quite fine. Obviously, once it's dry, I'll put the test pot. Where's the test pot? I see the test pot there, so I know it'll stop wiggling. Again, feel free to skip past this bit. I wouldn't hold it against you. But if you found this useful in any whatsoever, or interesting, give us a like. I don't be expecting many likes. If anyone probably dislikes, it's probably saying, "Hey man, get that shit right out of here." So if you're wondering if anything happened to the micro USB port or anything happened to the Type C port, you would therefore not be able to fix it, I don't think. So this is, in a way, kind of landfilling it a little bit. If it didn't work, it now won't work because of that, I think. I suppose that's not good, is it? Let's hope that it works. Let's save the seagulls. Hashtag that library, that vegan teacher, whoever it is. Oh my god, vegans. What do you like, eh? I'm only joking. I got nothing against you vegan people. I've got family that are vegan. I've seen some things, man. I'm just literally thinking of stuff to say now, just to kill time while the glue dries. So if I offended anyone vegan, I apologise. I didn't shed your blood in. Yep, totally lost where I was going with that one. So yeah, just waffling crap. I think that's at least gonna stay there now, maybe. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good. So can I remove that now? Yeah, a bit of glue got onto it. Never mind if it dries as quickly. Gonna wipe off. Should be fine. It's all fine. It's fine. Maybe not. Actually, that looks like it's a little bit wonky now. Crap, that wasn't mean to support, was it? Didn't mean to dislodge your mofo. Go back. Yeah, that'll do. So that you can stay there. Oh. Well, that's totally dry now, that. So within like, what, a minute or something, maybe? So we're going to jump forward a minute and come back and join me then. Edit the videos for me, mofos. Come on, dry, goddammit. Because if I snag on it while it's still wet, you know, give it a little yank or anything too much, it will probably pull it loose and then it'll be all dislodged and stuff, and then that won't be good. Just sip me coffee. So I thought my cutting was pretty much on point. Maybe slightly ever so wonky, but nothing that couldn't be forgiven. This is the Type C side, this is the micro USB side. Right, so now we might as well start the soldering for this. So while that's drying off, finishing off kind of thing. Now I've got a red marked and I've got a black marked. Take a guess where they go. If you're gonna say red to red, black to black, I'm not joking, you're right. That's exactly what it is. Spot on. Good for you. 10 points to Whiffendorf. So this is just a case of just tapping where this charger thing comes out of this bit is where the actual thing connects to the actual DSI itself. If you see where I'm pointing to, that is the air. I'm sorry I can't get it more on camera, but I can't really take the chance of dislodging that if you get me. So I'm going to quickly tap this against this, and then I'm going to tap the black one against that. So I'm literally, it's just a case of heating it up, making sure. Yep, didn't knock anything loose, don't think. Nope, made a nice connection that as well. So now I'm going to go to the black one, and I'm going to do the same, but this time I'm going to do it here. The black one is, like I said, red to red, black to black. Nothing overly complicated. That's made a nice connection to that. This will help me pre-tin your wires as well. Get a nice steady connection, and that's it, done. I've just got to give this all of about 30 seconds, maybe. Don't wipe me brow from this tropical weather we're having here in England, which apparently, from what I read on the internet, everyone's finding offensive. Someone's done a status online and saying, you know, stuff like, obviously it's England, it's really hot and all that stuff, and people have gone mental at it or something. They're saying, like, it's tropical countries and stuff where it's hotter and stuff. I mean, I do get that, obviously, it's probably hot in most places, isn't it? But when you're not used to it, whew, it can knock you off your socks, I tell you. Or knock your socks off even. I'll make you lose the ability to speak, like clearly happens to me all the time. But then again, that's going to be me. Never been good at speaking. It's one of the reasons why I started doing this, to try and give myself some confidence. It helps a little bit. Did the trick. I'm kind of just finessing these wires now. You know, kind of to fit together without trapping anything. I think that should be okay. If you know what I'm doing now, I'm just pressing, show you there. Just pressing it all down so these things, I think they're like hinges for this, you know, lever mechanism. We don't want to block them because it's a little bit stiff as it is, so at the moment I'm just trying to line the spring up with a little cover thing. Oh, bugger. I want to get you poked in there. My little probey thing. That's what we did. Push it in and pull it out. Dude. Dude. So I'm just need it not trapping in the just need it not trapping in the edges of it as I close it, and it should close up. Go in there, you. And I think that's it, done. I think, double check that things are all good, everything seems legit there. I'll keep the pressure on it whilst I've got the screwdriver, which is here. It's only 3 screws, so shouldn't take too long now. We're in the final furlong. The last minutes of the game. It's all or nothing now, folks. Touchdown or I don't know, it's the bad thing to not touchdown. They're not touchdown. Ooh, don't want that. Boo. So the final screw. It's the final screw. Will it work? That's the question. Right, well, I'll do a quickly show you before we obviously get it tested. So, et voila. Oh shit. Oh, there we go. So, right, we've got the thing above, the dock thing. That's what originally charged it. Now, we're hoping. Focus, god damn it. Focus. Focus. Okay, it won't focus for some weird. There we go. Lovely. That looks good, doesn't it? That's not bad, that at all, is it? So now, what we'll do, let's find out if it was that charge port that was broke, or if it was my charger, or if it's just outright just not going to work. Right, so I will plug the Type-C one in first. That's in. So stick it on there. We were looking for an orange light or a blue light or something. I can't remember which one it is, to be honest with you. So get that stuck in there. See the light? No, there's no light. Is there no battery in this or something? Let me see if it turns on. The battery's dead as a dodo. Oh crap. Is it switched on? It's switched on the plug, yeah. Obviously we solderized on it. Oh god damn it, don't tell me this is a total failure. Right, so let's try the Japanese one. Again, I can't remember if it's a charging faults or not, but anything? No. God damn it. So what we'll do. Oh, crap. Change the Type-C to micro USB, and we'll plug that into it. Which again, good connection. Feels pretty snug that. I'm guessing it's not looking good now, is it? Oh man. Yeah, it's not working. Oh crap. Well, I'm sorry about that. It's like a massive waste of time for you and for me. So, that always work out, did it, obviously? It struck me as a good idea, and something along the lines is broke. Actually, what second? Let's try something else. There's only off chance it is my plug, because that's something I can work with it. I have to lose a light, obviously, unfortunately. But if I disconnect this is a 5-volt charger I use for my actual, the lamp of my helping hands. Let's see if that makes. Oh, maybe it does work. Maybe it is the charger that I've turned to Type-C. Maybe that's somehow broken, because now the LEDs. I've never even seen them before. Didn't even know it did that. And connect that, and yep, orange light. So it wasn't a failure. Phew. Have I got anything Type-C? In front of the telly there's a little dongle thing. See if it's micro USB to Type-C. So we can confirm that it's charging that as well. Black dongle. Yep, that's the one. So this is a micro USB to Type-C adapter. Quite literally the opposite of what that is. It's like vice versa. So with this plugged into this, there's no meaning to the world. Type C to Type C. So it's like, what the point? What's the point? Anyway, before I lose myself on another tangent of crap and moronicness, let's disconnect that. Let's dripping sweat everywhere. I'm a lightweight when it comes to the heat, what can I say? Right, so back to Type C again. And let's plug that in. And Type C. And voila, it does work. Yay. I didn't break it. I made it work. I didn't burn it before. So maybe it wasn't working before. Maybe the DSI port it's broke or something. Because if I do recall correctly, that's the one I originally tested it on. You know, when I got the thing originally. I think I tested it. I'm sure I tested it. Maybe I didn't. Maybe that's the one that's broke with it, but it doesn't matter. Is it charges via micro USB and via Type C, which again, I'll show you. You're going to see. So you see the light up, you seeing this turn orange? So it now works. But I thought it was a failure. Last second I thought, so I've got this little, I made this little adapter, it's micro USB to normal USB female, and that's what I've got powering, because it came with like a rail, it's like, I don't know, 5 centimeters, if that, kind of thing. And I've got this really long micro USB cable, so I made this, and that's what I used to power my thing. But obviously I realised I looked to the side of me, I've got a micro USB connection now, I'll just try that. I know it's 5 volts, so there you go, it worked. Shame that didn't work. Actually, didn't it work? Because that thing didn't work, did it? So, I'm silly, right, so I'm going to turn that off again. Let's just try this quickly. Right, so, this is a DSI to Type C, which is now to micro USB, which I've got a charger for here. So did I not fail anything? Did it all work? I think it all worked. If that's the case, this is my charge, my actual DSI. Yeah, it works. So everything worked. There you go, nothing failed. See, if you stayed to the very end, you only would have known that. See? Like and subscribe for some... You don't get suspense like this, man. This is like EastEnders style kind of suspense, this drama. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.